The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this. Down to the 45.
To Austin Hooper. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd down, Cook. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
At the 26.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up second down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
That's good.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
David Njoku brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mayfield. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
50's the mic. Switch up. Mike 50.
Mayfield with it once more. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For Donovan Peoples-Jones. Incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39.
A 39-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And that is incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Punt formation for the Browns.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
33,
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
11 on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. coming right. This is Cook on the toss play. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and this belongs to the Vikings. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
Dan Bailey to kick off 4 minutes.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you? And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Cook following the penalty. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Again, it's Cook. Oh, he shifts past him. Cook able to escape. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Fighting through. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. 4 down. Mike 52. Ready? New Mike 52. Hey, alert 33. Hurry.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. It's up. It's true as they get back in a bit here. It's now 23-10.
Browns 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete, 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
A big play there. 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation,
and they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
3-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 57 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Mayfield down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Try and wind down some clock with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bailey got the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know
the Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Beckham Jr.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here I come. Here I come. Pistol. Mike. Hurry. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
That's good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as